He's one of the wealthiest men in the world, who's as famous for giving his money away as for making it. But today, the Microsoft tycoon Bill Gates decided to call in at a London comprehensive and ask students there how he should use his money to make the world a better place. The surprise visit came after a teacher at the school asked for an inspirational speaker with an interest in global affairs. Katie Razzle went along.
Deptford Green School in southeast London, an unusual place to spot a billionaire, but students here had been in touch with a certain computer magnate turned philanthropist.
I wrote a letter to Bill Gates asking him if he could come up with a cure for cancer and AIDS.
And I asked him loads of questions about accessibility in third world countries.
My letter to Bill Gates was the economy, about how in some places there's poverty and some not.
I wrote to Bill Gates about our priorities in society.
In fact, despite the musical introduction, inside the school hall, most didn't know who their special guest would be.
Deptford Green welcomes Mr. Bill Gates.
The Microsoft founder full of praise for the ideas students had sent him about how to change the world.
I got a chance to read quite a few of those, and I was quite impressed. You know, it's fun to see how you're learning about the world really at a younger age than I did. When I was your age, I didn't know much about poverty.
He does now through the foundation he set up with his wife that raises billions to invest in vaccines and new technology to combat global inequality. 69 of the world's richest have pledged their wealth to the foundation. The number's a lot for these teenagers to take in.
And if I had not given that money to my foundation, I would today have more money than anyone else on the planet. I still have a lot because I haven't put it all into the foundation.
That foundation chose this school because of its diversity. More than 50 languages are spoken in these students' homes.
Have you ever thought of aiding in space travels?
The questions were random, but then interrogating the billionaire in their midst was a daunting prospect.
What are your goals, and do you think your goals will be achieved?
He told them at the moment 8 million children die every year. He wants that down to 0.
I'm 56, so hopefully I have enough time that I'll live to see this ultimate goal.
Were you surprised when Bill Gates walked in?
Yes, I was very surprised and excited.
When he walked in, I was like, oh my gosh, what's he doing in South London?
You don't expect Bill Gates to walk in at any moment.
I guess you don't. And when he did?
I stood up and clapped as loud as I could. You know, you want to get noticed by $1 billion person.
Thanking you and sharing some of my thoughts.
Bill Gates was only a year or two older than these students when he started Microsoft. Afterwards, he told us how he thinks the global economy will recover.
That if you can encourage innovators and have free trade and invest in education, you know, great things come from that. And so it's just rededicating ourselves to those elements, I think, is what will help us out.
Then he was off to spread his foundation's message to governments around the world. Invest in innovation to combat poverty, or millions will needlessly starve.
Katie Razzle.